I'd like to welcome everyone here. My name is John, and I'm with JMT METROSPORT, the soccer store. And my partner here is Norm, and we're honored to have Craig Forrest here today, who's played on a number of teams, and we'll get into that. We're going to ask him some questions ourselves, and then we'll open it up if you have any questions for him, and then we'll have you come in, and we've got some things that you can, pictures of him that you can get autographs, and you may have some other paraphernalia if he wants to sign, you can do that. All right,
Yeah.
so
We actually had sort of infamous, like a little bit of a Manchester United game. I actually got beat 9-0. I'm thinking 9-1, but I think it was 9-0. It was a really tough game. A lot of people don't understand what was happening around that time. We just had a manager change. George Burley, who was a famous Ipswich town manager, was actually playing, now the manager of Ipswich, took over from a guy called John Lyle. And we were struggling really bad that year. We were struggling with confidence. It looked as though we were going to get relegated. We beat Manchester United at home that year, 3-2, but away from home, Manchester United absolutely thrashed us. And one of the reasons why, as you see with football, is when teams get 4 or 5 goals up, you see they tend to just sort of take their foot off the pedal because they've got a lot of games. They don't want to get injured. Well, that year, Man United were chasing goal difference. They needed to catch Blackburn on goal difference in case it was tied on points at the end of the year. They needed to make sure that they were ahead. So it turned out to be a 4-point game for them because they picked up so many goals on that game, and they never stopped coming. And our team talk before the game, George Burley said to us, he goes, Manchester United, he goes, they won't expect us to attack. So, yeah, they didn't expect it at all. No, they thrashed us 9-0. But it's one of those games, if I had a chance to go back to Old Trafford and play another game and get beat 9-0, I would. It's such an experience, amazing. You know, they call it the theater of dreams, and it truly is an amazing place to play. And we've had some good results there. We've had a 0-0 and a 1-1 there. Never actually won as a starter there. Won as a substitute once, but never actually won at Old Trafford. But beat them at home a couple times. Go ahead.
Which team did you like the most playing for?
You know what? As much as the Premier League was a wonderful experience, and I'd do it all over again, I think playing for Canada was probably the very best thing. It was a little bit of a break from the norm as well, because you're over there and you're slogging it out all the time, and then to have an opportunity where you can break away and then travel back to your home country and play a game was really special. I would say Canada probably is.
What advice, what one thing would you like to tell the young kids of today? What advice would you truly give them?
What advice?
In general, whether it's about life or the game or
That's
just
good.
in general terms.
Yeah, I would say about the game itself, enjoy it. Take it as serious as you want to take it. There's varying degrees of what kids and what players want to do with the game and everything else. But first of all, enjoy the game because it's such a fun game to play, and never forget any of that. But second of all, if you want to make a move, make sure you remember what it takes. And a lot of kids don't understand really what it takes to make it professionally. And it takes a lot of hard work. It takes that time when you're away from your family, and to travel away to England when I was 16 years old and basically move away from my mom and dad and my family and my friends and my school was pretty big, and there's some major sacrifices there. And just remember that those sacrifices that you have to take, you'll get rewards from them. Whether it's soccer, whether it's business, or whether it's school, or whatever, there will be times in your life where you have to make those sacrifices, and they'll work out for you in the end. One way or the other, if you make it, or you don't, or you move into different things, just remember what doesn't kill you will make you stronger.